Hello, everyone. It's Caleb Sapp, CEO and founder of Blace Candles, and welcome to another episode of the Blace Podcast. If you can tell by today's episode title today, we are going to be talking about my school-work balance between this company and my school, which, let me tell you, I love my school. First off, I want to get started by visiting our blacecandles.us website. Mind you, it is September 20th at the time of this recording, and we got 3 out of the 4 candles on blacecandles.us now available. By the time this is aired, all of the full collection will be available on blacecandles.us. So definitely shop up. We have the lineup that includes pumpkin spice, apple pie, sweet jasmine, and pumpkin pie. Very delicious scents, all equipped with cotton wicks. It's really good, trust me. Okay, so now that that's over, we're going to talk about my school life balance. So let me tell you guys, I go to the University of Albany. Of course, I study business, and I'm a sophomore. And let me tell you, it's an interesting balance running a company and going to school, because I just be doing my little business stuff on my laptop while having schoolwork in the other tabs. And when I tell you, I haven't reached that point where it becomes overwhelming, like carrying both. Like, I'm in a beautiful harmony between the both, but I do gotta say, it do be some times where I feel like I be slacking, especially on the social media part, because I be doing my schoolwork, very book smart. I hit the books hard, and I find myself forgetting to post on Instagram, and Instagram is the flagship of all Blace Candles content. We love Instagram. Definitely follow Blace Candles on Instagram if you haven't already. It's at BLACECANDLES. I repeat, slower. BLACECANDLES. So let's get back to my schoolwork balance. First of all, this is a beautiful school. Let me tell you how beautiful the University at Albany is. Very gorgeous aesthetic, a bunch of columns. If you like columns and white, definitely come here. It's giving futuristic vibes, very 70s. I know the shit was popping back then. And the thing is, I never get bored at this campus. There's always something to do. There's always some place to go. I like to do a little walk around campus. I go to the gym. I go to the library. I go to just the campus center. That's where the food is to get my dinners. And it's very cute. It's very communal. There's mad people here. That's another thing. But you do find yourself wondering what more you can do on this campus, because there's really that much to do. In my spare time, I do work on the business. I just have my business stuff open on the other tab. I update the Blace Candles Instagram. I do everything, and it's very fun. I find myself having fun maintaining my business, because it's just it's growing. I see it growing, and just doing little things every day can just boost my platform bigger than it was before. It's insane to me. And the University at Albany is also where I'm recording this podcast, and I'm gonna get into the podcast manufacturing aspect of it. Producing a podcast in your dorm room, let me tell you, it is some shit. But first, I want to get through our Blace plug. Yes, every minute of a show, I'm gonna tell everyone who Blace Candles is as a company, as a body, as a concept, because I feel like everybody needs to know what Blace Candles is. So we're gonna read off our story page on blacecandles.us. If you want to follow along, you can. After being stuck in the house due to the COVID-19 pandemic, CEO and founder of Blace Candles, Caleb Sapp, decided to turn the hobby of candle making into a business. Since then, Blace Candles has grown to release several successful releases, with each candle carefully hand-mixed with the best fragrances. All Blace candles are made with 100% natural soy wax, equipped with either elegant wooden wicks or our calm cotton wicks. Blace Candles, now in our 2nd year of operation, hope to serve all our customers with the finest candles. From day one, every new addition added to our catalog has been handmade in New York. And that's on period. I mean, like, all of my candles are handmade in New York. So that's why I made it the slogan. It's the truth, it's the valid point, period. So now let's get back into the production of the podcast. I do make it in my dorm room, beside my desk, and it's very fun. I do find myself struggling to find some quiet points in my living arrangement. I do take a decent amount of time producing the podcast because I know I don't want to make it like a little short 5 minutes or a long. Well, I don't know if I would have enough time to do like an hour-long podcast. Like, I don't even think so. But I do enjoy making the podcast because it's a little outlet, and I know the Blace viewers are going to love this, and they're going to find it very informative. That's what I wanted it to be. All Blace episodes will be pre-recorded. I don't know if I'll ever do like a live edition of the Blace podcast, but we'll see where it goes. Honestly, the Blace Podcast is like another growing factor to the Blace Candles brand because we saw the introduction of the Blace Melt in August and that took off. And now we're going to be launching this podcast in October and I just can't wait to see the result. I do record it on my MacBook Pro. I have a little mic, it's very cute, and the setup is really simplistic, but I do feel like eventually as this podcast grows, I can get more like equipment for it. Maybe I'll like do a better sound job, you know. What I did not know is that there is so many podcasts. Like, there's millions of podcasts on the internet right now, and even the episodes, like, there's hour-long podcasts, there's 30-minute podcasts, 15-minute podcasts, which is the Blace Podcast, and even 5-minute podcasts. People make podcasts out of anything. Like, I am an avid listener of some podcasts, most notably the H3 podcast. Yes, I do watch Ethan and Mila Klein. The Blace Podcast, everything Blace Candles, everything Blace Melts, everything the Blace Podcast, period. Now, I do want to wrap up this show by showing y'all that we are going to be releasing the holiday collection in 2 parts, and it's going to be released across November and December. And I did that because there's going to be 2 halves to the holiday market. It's going to be the Thanksgiving and the Christmas, and for each holiday I want to do very essential scents to the holidays, you know, and as well as in the part 2, I'm going to do a Christmas present to you all and give y'all what y'all deserve, and that is the restock of the coconut espresso, baby powder, vanilla bean, and one last one I'm gonna keep for safekeeping. But it's for y'all. That's your Christmas present from Blace Candles and from me. Because I know when the espresso and vanilla, all those candles, when they went out of stock, it was heartbreaking. And when they sold out, honestly, I was shocked. I was like, no way. And of course, there's the manufacturing issue because I'm not in our Long Island headquarters. So it's going to take some time for me to restock. Definitely stay tuned on all platforms, blacecandles.us, Blace Candles on Instagram, Snapchat, Twitter, TikTok, everything. But for the first part of the holiday collection, that's going to be the Thanksgiving collection. And I feel like I'm going to do very much harvest aesthetic, very much deep November vibes. Like, I'm talking spice, I'm talking baking, I'm talking even more than the fall collection, honestly. Like, it's gonna go insane. I am assembling the candle list for the first part. I do have the second part set, I just told y'all, and it's gonna be very fun, honestly. So I'm gonna take the last 5 minutes to reveal what is currently on the Blace Candles website. Our catalog is growing. We currently have 10 different candles on the Blace market right now, soon to be 11 with the addition of pumpkin pie. And it's gonna be lavender eucalyptus, birthday candle, apple pie, pumpkin spice, sweet jasmine, cherry blossom, citrus, sandalwood, oats and honey, and the rose candle. And let me tell y'all, those are all candles from the last 4 collections that I've dropped this year. If you want a wooden wick, I highly recommend the wooden wick because it's like it burns slower and it has a little crackle to it, very giving fire aesthetic, like by the fireside, everything. Currently, what's available from the Luxe collection is the lavender eucalyptus and rose candles, as well as the birthday candle, but that's shared with the spring collection. And from the spring collection, we have the oats and honey and sandalwood. Unfortunately, coconut is discontinued until December due to restock issues. In the summer collection, that's when we switched over to the cotton wicks. Currently in our store, we have citrus and cherry blossom. Vanilla beet and espresso are sold out and discontinued until December. The fall collection, currently all 4 candles are in stock as of September 20th, as of this day of recording. I don't know if it's going to sell out later on, but we do have all of these 11 candles. Plus the 11th candle is going to be the pumpkin pie, and that's releasing at the end of September. Currently not available at the time of this recording. But I do want to remind y'all that Blace Candles shipping policy is at the bottom of our page, on every page. And I just want to remind y'all that if you buy 1 to 2 candles, it's going to be $3. And for 3 to 4 candles, it's going to be $5. A lot of people were asking me that in direct message on Instagram. And we do have the Caring for Your Candles guide on blacecandles.us. Scroll all the way down to the bottom to have some more information on how to care for your candles and to make sure they last the longest. And I do want to finally remind all of you guys that the Blace Candles gift cards are now on sale. If you are an avid, or you know somebody that is an avid shopper of Blace Candles, you can buy them a Blace Candles gift card. It goes right on Apple Pay, and it can go from $10, $25, $50 to $100, and it'll be emailed straight to your inbox. And you would be even better to create an account on blacecandles.us, because that way it's going to be automatically stored to your account and you can use it on your next purchase, on a select purchase. You don't have to use it now, but you can use it later. And that's what's so perfect about it. And that's what I want to leave this episode off with. Definitely check everything out, Blace Candles, on blacecandles.us. And you can shop the Blace melts, you can shop the candles, you can read our news feed. It's very cool. And of course, you can sign up to our newsletter to stay tuned on everything Blace Candles at blacecandles.us for news, updates, and announcements straight to your inbox. Thank you so much for listening to us today, me and Blace Candles, and I hope you guys have a great day, and I'll see you guys on the next episode. Later.